Okay, so I'm moving away from American Idol, and now it's time for the X Factor. The thumbnail, I recognize it all too well.
Some reality contestants have the X Factor, while others make us say WTF. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 WTF X Factor auditions. For this list, we're focusing specifically on wacky auditions from the UK version of the X Factor, so any auditions from the American edition won't appear here. Number 10, The Ghost Whisperer.
I'm going to leave a hard footprint on that room, so when I leave, they're going to be talking about me.
West London's J-Star Valentine undoubtedly has a defined look going on when he steps in for his audition. Unfortunately, that star quality he claims
He's wearing the hat into the side. Who does that?
he has isn't reflected.
There's a hat over there. I can't use that hat because it's pink. It's my mother's hat. Does it look right? Do I look hot?
In his vocals. Hallelujah has seen a great many renditions over the years, but his ghastly or ghostly runs are a first. In fact, J-Star's bizarre audition transfixes the judges so much that Nicole Scherzinger, an American, seems to speak with a different tongue. Fellow judge Gary Barlow is rather harsh with his mimicry of J-Star, but the contestant doesn't really seem to notice anyway. How does that song go again? Number 9, The Hype Factor.
Oh, I recognize this.
It'd probably be like P. Diddy and Usher.
Okay.
That wasn't good. Also, that headphone thing is now off the gate.
Inspired by the likes of P. Diddy, Usher, and even Rick Astley, this duo consists of a passionate lead vocalist and one heck of a hype man. To their credit, Anton and Seb don't try to impress with flashy clothing, yet their perplexing give-and-take performance speaks for itself.
No doubt you look so fine. Whoa. Girl, I wanna make you mine.
Yeah, come on.
On his own, Anton might have had a chance, but Seb's odd vocal aesthetic and utter confusion distracts throughout. How do we know this wasn't just some act? Well, Anton and Seb's final plea leans more towards despair than self-awareness, and that's usually the final breaking point for fed-up judges.
It's just...
Come on, Simon.
Oh, guys, come on.
Come on, we know we're good enough, Simon. No disrespect, but we've heard we're pretty good.
Number 8, Oh Mercy.
Release me. 1, 2, 3.
For this audition, the audience is slightly bigger than normal. Yet Sherlina Johnson doesn't seem fazed whatsoever. She's classically trained, but her vocal techniques are revealed to be a musical exorcism.
Mercy. Oh, yeah.
Performing Duffy's Mercy, Sherlina seems confident in her own stage presence. Yet she also seems lost in her performance, and not in a good way, as each moment becomes even more bizarre than the last. Sherlina doesn't quite end with a bang either, but she's clearly got some passion. Sherlina actually manages to make it through, but we'd still have to describe her audition as random.
We need it. We need it. Don't we need it?
Nope.
The dancing is a bit meh or whatnot, but the vocals, nope.
Number 7, Power and Projection.
And Sophie, is this your first audition?
Yeah, in front of a live audience like this, yeah.
Given the relatively relaxed demeanor of Sophie Stockel and the lead-in interviews, it seemed like she could be on the brink of stardom. Sadly, the Sophie Stockel train derails quickly, mostly due to her offensive pitch.
You take my heart and I give you the rest of me too. You're the
No!
As Mom watches on, Judge Nicole Scherzinger acutely notes the power and projection, but it's just not meant to be. as Sophie is clearly lacking a fundamental understanding of how singing works. Even so, she's at least got a supportive family, although that doesn't always bode well if you can't sing to begin with. But Sophie got her 15 minutes of fame either way, even if that fame resulted from a WTF X Factor audition.
You're the perfect man for
Nope.
me.
It doesn't work.
Number 6, The Chicken Man.
Hello.
Chicken
What's your
man.
Robert Unwin.
And what do you do?
I work in a chicken factory.
Good.
Robert Unwin sets an extremely high bar for awkward auditions. His body language doesn't ooze confidence, but the judges surprisingly find value in the vocals, which are unique to say the least.
No, I've lost where I am. I can't. I'll just do the chorus because I'm a bit nervous.
Robert doesn't slay the audition, so to speak, but the judges call him back anyways. And the second time around is even more perplexing than the first.
Hi, Dad! You wanna go for a ride? Jump in! Jump in! I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic.
With his rendition of Barbie Girl, the Chicken Man earns his golden ticket, but not because of his suave demeanor or poignant vocal texture. Honestly, we have to give him credit for trying to do both the male and female vocals of the Aqua hit.
Not many people with a voice like yours, I've got to tell you. I think you've got a really good voice.
Number 5, Fouette.
I think he would be a good impressionist or something, just not a good singer.
It's Vision of Love.
It is cracking a voice.
Passionate about singing, and even more passionate about Mariah Carey's singing, Fouette has a dream. But his Vision of Love rendition doesn't quite have the vocal polish of his idols. It's not that Fouette doesn't commit to the performance, he's clearly feeling the vibe. The problem is mostly the sound of his voice, and how he chooses to overemphasize each and every word. The judges are obviously confused, and the audience cheering only fuels the contestants' confidence.
Yeah, yeah.
That was not Vision of Love by Mariah Carey.
What's your next song?
I can sing you Hero if you want.
No,
Come
I
on.
know what it's going to sound like.
Do you want Hero?
By
No!
the time he arrives at Hero, Fouette seems to be speaking his own language, but you've got to respect his ability to captivate a crowd. Number 4, Evil Rachel.
Evil
Wait, I have a
Rachel.
song you want me to sing, I'll do it. Gwen Stefani, I can sing. Prince, I can sing. Sheila E., Kylie, I probably could do Danny as well. I can sing. Fatima
Evil.
Madonna.
Attitude is everything on the X Factor, but some aspiring singers confuse attitude with contrived confidence. For Rachel, her posturing backfires, as she talks the talk and even holds an invisible microphone, but fails to walk the walk.
My sugar walls.
Given her disinterested
Showing her
demeanor
stomach
and
and arms.
lackluster
Come on,
performance,
man!
the judges serve up a little of their own.
I mean, granted, she's got a little bit more clothing than the actual bikini girl in American Idol, but still, if you want to be sexy, dress up in latex! And PVC and leather. Moving on.
Sass, and that's when the beast is unleashed.
And the truth of the matter is, you and you know you.
Rachel completely unloads on the judges, so much so that Sharon Osbourne's well-timed cassette zinger can easily be lost in the moment. Awkward and embarrassing, this WTF audition exemplifies pure negativity. Not a good look.
Quit swearing!
Number 3, water throwing.
Oh, I love this part.
Dressed for success, Debbie Stevens has a bold voice to match her bold persona. But if you choose a Whitney Houston Mariah Carey hit for an X Factor audition, then you'd better kill it.
Believe the hope is free.
Unfortunately, the judge's skeptical reception sets Debbie off, and things get even worse when her charisma takes a hit.
You've got no star quality about you, there's no charisma.
You can see the wheels turning as the judges communicate the issues, but the audition takes a disturbing twist once Deb throws shade at Judge Louis Walsh.
You can't bloody sing me. I don't want to be a saint.
I don't really care what you think. You can't sing. You have no talent. Get out.
Inexplicably, Louis throws professionalism aside and throws water at Debbie while trying to defend himself like a playground bully. It's all quite surreal and sophomoric. A truly WTF moment.
You threw water over
Number 2, Ablisa Gone Wild.
We just like,
Oh!
we just want to get on the stage, be ourselves, show our personalities, and then hopefully the judges will like us.
So here's a couple of teenage girls that initially seemed to vibe with each other. But despite their bubbly demeanors, Abby and Lisa proved to be less than tactful on stage.
Hang on.
Shut up!
And so, their immaturity nearly ends the singing audition before it begins. And the poorly executed performance doesn't help matters.
Pete, you know where I come from. You know my story.
We're not even mentioning the dueling personalities or not knowing how cousins work. Before the judges can even speak, the girls seal their own fate, spouting off and talking trash. And it only gets worse from there. You can always expect some verbal jabs on the X Factor, but it's not every day you see a teenage girl backhand her best friend during an audition. Ladies and gentlemen, Ablisa.
Cannot strike people.
When I said, who are you, I didn't mean it as a bad thing. I just didn't even know who she is.
Before
They got the worst attitudes. The singing is just as bad as their attitudes. And they're freaking immature as heck. And friendships have been broken at that day. Has there been any more fights on stage shows and whatnot just like that? I kind of want to see them.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Thank you, Holly. Simon?
Right, Holly. Your mouth
I know
is
this one.
far, far too big when you sing. I mean, it was like looking into a cave.
She's not singing.
Go on, off you go. Leave the table.
Oh, God, I couldn't stop. I tried.
Oh, I remember this.
Shut up!
What happened?
Number 1, ignorance is bliss.
No! Come on, there's another one. Contestants, and if anybody is thinking of pursuing a career in music or whatnot, or at least attempting to, if you want to be sexy, do not dress up, do not have little to no clothing. Jeez. Do not dress little to no clothing. Seriously. I'm seriously contemplating on whether or not I should just get out a black leather suit or something. Jeez. Seriously?
Performing experience and a vibrant personality to rival or mimic Britney Spears, Lorna Bliss leaves us scratching our heads. By showcasing her best assets early on, Lorna brings a little raunchiness to the X Factor stage. Leaving little to the imagination in a fishnet and neon number, she rides Judge Louis like a pony, only to move her way down the panel and leave Gary Barlow sprinting in the other direction.
I'm sorry.
Leave Gary Barlow sprinting in the other direction. To the judges, it's obvious that Lorna wants quick fame. And given Lorna's reaction, she obviously doesn't understand that a lap dance isn't appropriate for a popular singing competition. But given her appearance on Britain's Got Talent a year earlier, maybe she knew exactly what she was doing.
Give it!
What's Michael gonna get?
Do you agree with our list?
Oh,
This isn't going well, is it?
What do you think is the biggest WTF moment from the X Factor?
Well, we want to be worldwide selling artists.
Okay, off you go.
For more astounding top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to Ms. Mojo.
Oh my gosh! I thought I fucking paused that. First off, the bikini girl in American Idol, and now this. That is the biggest what the fuck moment right there. Seriously. Just what was going through their heads? That would be like if I decided to wear a black leather or latex gimp suit into a reaction show. That's not happening! What the fuck is going on with the world? Nice hair. Thank you. If you guys like the stupidity, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Helps out a lot. And I hope you have a good day or night. And take care.